Hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to this short emotion regulation practice for parents. Today, we are focusing on attuning and validating, which starts with us and our own feelings, but is very important to do with kids, other people in our lives, and difficult when we're uncomfortable with their distress or we don't like what they're saying or we don't want them to be angry, blah, blah, blah. So first, get started. Let's take a few rounds of cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Give yourself credit for showing up here, taking this quick moment to pause. We have to practice that. All of this stuff is a practice. And we'll start first with just a self-check, and then we'll talk about how to attune and validate with kids without validating maybe what they're doing or saying. So checking in with yourself just right now in this moment. What emotions may be present for you? It's partway through Tuesday. Our week has gotten rolling. Just notice what you're carrying around and just label it. We're not judging. That might look like content, anxious, angry, sad, whatever. Just notice. And now bringing to mind a frustrating or aggravating situation with your kids or anyone, kids of any age, loved ones, coworkers. Let that come up. Notice if it changes your physiology at all, if you get a little jumpy or maybe a little crinkly or tight. And again, label the emotion. I feel blank. Our feelings are valid. It doesn't always mean we should act on them or let them drive our decision-making or interactions. But it's very important first that we attune. Attune meaning we notice, we check in, we recognize. I feel angry. I feel overlooked. I feel frustrated. I feel powerless. Powerless is a big one with parents because you are powerless over a lot of the circumstances that are going to impact your kids or their choices. Completely powerless. We can set the tone, we can create structure, but ultimately they are their own humans who will choose. And that can be really difficult to accept, especially in a world that can be scary or unpredictable. So tuning into your own feeling there and thinking about that frustrating situation or that aggravating situation, take a moment to think about what that person may have been feeling. We tend to focus on actions or right or wrong or changing behavior. But right now we're actually going to focus on what might they be feeling. Is that person scared or angry? We may not know and it might not be obvious, but when it comes to your kids, take a moment to think about a time that they felt scared, that you witnessed them feeling scared. And what does that bring up for you? And how do you feel inclined to respond? Do you want to change their feelings, make them feel better? Which can come from a good place. It can also come from our own lack of comfort in letting them feel whatever they're feeling. So how would it be to say, it's okay that you're scared? You do still need to go to school, but it's okay that you're scared. How would that feel? And think of a time that your child felt hurt. Maybe someone at school said something mean or a sibling, but you could tell their feelings were hurt. And what does that bring up for you? How inclined do you feel to fix it? And what do we actually teach someone if we tell them that they can't feel hurt? It's all right to offer support, offer care, maybe ease pain, but we want to be mindful of trying to change that Instead, how would it feel to say, it's okay to be hurt? That's part of life. What do you need? Let's go get some ice cream. How would that feel? And lastly, and these can all bring up different responses and different responses for everyone. Think of a time when your kid was angry at you. Maybe they said horrible things. I hate you. I need a different mom, dad, whatever. And this can get more tricky as they get older and they have more freedom and autonomy in words. But how does it feel to have your kid be angry at you? How easy is it to get defensive, take that anger of theirs as something wrong, some kind of threat to your authority or control, evidence of your powerlessness? What does it bring up? And how would it feel? What would it take to flip that, to recognize that anger is valid? Anger can be a strength. Anger can be an appropriate, healthy response, even if we don't like it. So how would it be to say, it's okay that you're angry. It's even okay that you're angry at me. It is not an option to fill in the blank, or there'll, be consequences for fill in the blank, but it's okay to be angry. How would that feel to let someone be angry at you, your own kid? The important part and the beauty of all this is when we validate our own feelings, they tend to pass. If you validate for your kid that they're angry, they have every right to be angry, and they still need to blank, or they're still responsible for blank, then we've seen them, we've attuned, we've said, we see you, we see you're angry, and that's okay. It's normal and healthy. And you're going to need to replace that hole in the wall, but it's okay that you're angry. You're not bad. What we're talking about here is not shaming. It's taking the shame out of normal, healthy human responses to the different things that can happen in life. So there's some tools, some scripts of how to attune to an emotion without validating a behavior. We're separating those things, and we're validating for the human involved that their feelings are all right. They're not bad or wrong. They're just normal, flawed humans. And we can all regulate our emotions and then make healthier, more clear choices. So that is all for today. Good luck out there. I hope that was helpful, and take care.